Hello, 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 hello. How are you? Welcome to Beema's Crafty Corner. I am Beema, better known as Els, and this is my corner. And I'm back. I'm home. I'm happy. Oh my goodness, I'm back. You guys have no idea. All right. Like seriously, like I'm not supposed to be live for another like half an hour, but you know, I didn't want to not be here. I wanted to be here. I'm gonna get him treats. Come up and say hello, Harry. Come up and say hello. I go get your treats. Come on. No, you don't want to come up? You just want your treats? Just give me my treats, you fat lady. Okay, I'm gonna get him his treats. Hello, Arlene. All right, let's go. Come on. All right, in they go. Go get them. Hello, Marie. How are you, my dear? Good to see you. Oh, guys, we have so much to do. I did not realize how far behind I had gotten, but apparently I've gotten far behind. Let's see. Embossing swap. All right, so today is the 22nd. So we're here. I'm back. So let's get rid of that. And I actually came home on Sunday. Oh, wow. Oh, guys. I got to tell you, I am still trying to get it together from the trip. Hello, Miss Marjorie. Let me mute this for a second. I'm going to blow my nose. Nobody wants to hear that. All right, I got the snifflies. Let's get some allergy meds on board. Okay. So anybody who didn't hear, my car had an issue, so we came home. Long story short. On the way home, issue corrected itself. But at that point, I was like, I am not going to turn this car around and go back just to have it flare up again. So we came home. And now I'm here. And I got home on Sunday. I spent Sunday afternoon and evening. I was up till midnight. Just getting stuff pulled out of bags and put on the table. I spent all day Monday and all day Tuesday sorting it, pricing it, looking at what the retail is on stuff and, figuring out where it goes. Does it go to the sale? Does it go straight into my Etsy shop? Does it go to eBay? Whatnot? You guys know. All that stuff. Hi, Jassy. How are you, sweetheart? So we did all that stuff. And I got it all, but I got to show you guys the best of the best. That I was able to, and one of them I didn't even do. Shay did it. Hold on, I'll show you. Oy. So the first one is this. This is a Tim Holtz Biggs XL die, and it makes this house. Okay, And so with this one, you know, you can make this, you can make the church, all the parts and pieces. So I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Shay found this. And so we put it in the basket, you know, just because it's Timmy. And you know, his stuff sells, it resells, it has a good resale market. So I grabbed it and I brought it home and I did some research on it to see, you know, what's the fair market value for this item. Hi, Mari. So I'm going to be honest. I paid $7 for this die, which for me is a little bit much, but I really didn't look at the price tag when she threw it in the basket. And I got it home and I went, $7. Holy shit. Why did I pay $7 for, you know, one of these thick cartridge dies? And then I looked on eBay and I realized why, because this die is selling for $160. And yes, it actually has sold for that numerous times. Anywhere from $100 to $160 is the sale price on this die. So I went, well, shit, because I spent $160 in this store. So I'm gonna put it on eBay. Sorry. I bought these, which are face paints. Okay, this is face paint, and so I bought this on in that same store, and I paid $2 for it, and it sells anywhere from $10 to $20 on eBay. So it's going on eBay. And then I got these, and I bought this whole pack, and there was another bag of them, but I left it because, like, I don't sell a lot of stamps, you know, and if I do, I don't sell them for very much. So I pulled this, and I was like, I've never seen these before. You know, they looked a little different, and I was like, what are these? So I did some research on them, and they are from Story Stamp. They're from a company called Allie, from a designer called Allie Edwards, and they're story stamps. And apparently these things they're for people that do like daily journaling, and they're very sought after. And each one of these is reselling at $5. So I'm going to eBay the whole pack at one price, whole pack, and see where it goes. I know, right? And then, of course, I got a bunch of these sets, and some of them are going in the sale, and some of them are going on eBay. These are about anywhere from $20 to $40 on eBay, depending upon which one it is. This particular one is going for around $22 on eBay. And it just, you know, I mean, they're just like, this one has aqua markers in it. Most of them are complete. I checked them. Most of them have everything they're supposed to have in them. There's one of them that doesn't have the die, but the die for it is just a circle die. So not a big deal. So, you know, and some of the paper pads are ridiculous. And, you know, we just did a big paper pad sale, so I'm not going to push more paper pads. So we got those put away. Hi, Harry, again. I just gave you treats. You know that, right? You fatty. I know, but I wasn't here for 4 days, and so you're trying to make up for it. So, yeah, so Monday and Tuesday, I spent putting stuff and getting it, you know, what's going into Etsy, what's going into eBay, what's going to be in the sales coming up. Whether it's all going to be in the same sale or not, probably not. I don't know. I might just do it all in one sale. I am going to be having a stamp sale, $1 to $2 for stamp sets. They're all cling stamps. They're brand new. We're going to be doing that before the regular sale comes up. So we got that going on. And then I realized when I was sitting here looking at the book last night that we haven't set up our third swap, our third quarter swap. So we're going to be doing that. We've already picked which one goes where. You know, we rolled the dice. And so we are on the embossing swap. So what this is you're going to take a piece of paper that fits in an embossing folder. Take your embossing folders and you're going to emboss it. You're going to send every, the person that you're 5 or 6, no more than 10 embossed backgrounds on plain colored cardstock so that they can do what they want with it. I'm going to tell you right now, black and white. Black is good, white not so much, but black and white are probably the two of the better colors, because on those you can do things. You can put like your rub and buffs, and you can do your perfect pearls and stuff on them and get really cool backgrounds out of it. So those are probably the two best colors. White, not so much, but black is very good for it. So we're going to be doing the embossing swap. Get that started. And I think we're going to do, I think we'll set it for a mail out on August the 1st. And you have to be finished signing up by the 31st. I'll put it in the group. Just so that, it's in there. Let's see, what do we got? So we hadn't gotten that in there. We got that there now. We've got, I pulled for the challenge number 14. We still have the traveling journal. I'm going to set a final sign up for that the same day. We'll do it the last day of the month. Okay. And then I'll mail it out on the 1st. Yes, embossy swap. So, so when we're talking about embossing, we are talking about embossing folders. Arlene, you're going to love me. I got so many embossing folders on the trip. I did. I even got some slimline ones, some of the long, thin ones. Fabulous. So we're going to be doing that. I have quarterly projects coming up, which we're going to be doing some prep work for tomorrow. But we're going to be doing quarterly projects. I'm going to probably be sending those out next month. All right, so we've got all that stuff going on. Lots of stuff. Lots and lots and lots of stuff, guys. If you didn't see the haul video, go check that out. We did fabulous. I didn't put everything in the haul video. You'll even notice that some of the clips that I have, like the one in that's the cover and stuff, they're all different. It's different stuff because I didn't show you guys everything that I got. Because if I had done that, we'd have been here forever. What else? I think that's it. So I think that's it for this. Let's do some work. So, pirate journal. I'm going to see if I can find it because everything's kind of buried here right now. It's not buried. It's just that I bought more ledgers that look like this cover, and they're all sitting out here, and so I have to find the right one. You have to find the right stuff, man. Place. Pockets and things. More pockets, some paper. This is from the lace stuff. I spent just Monday was just getting lace together, guys. By the way, I have something to show you all. Let me get this out and then I'll show you guys. All right. So you guys know that Shay did some shopping too. And I guess some of you ladies had asked about that. Let me see if I can find a picture. Could you just open up? Thank you. I think she may have sent it in Messenger. Yep, right there. So this is all the fabric that Shay got. And then that is all of her lace and trim carded. Because, yeah, she takes after her Bima. So she cuts cardboard and then puts all her lace on it so she knows what she has. And there's some things in here that I am just, this one back here, I'm really jealous of that one. There's one down here that I really like. So, yeah, some of the ladies wanted to see it. So, you know, she sent some pictures that this was boning. She got this for $1.99 a yard. You can't touch that. No, it was 99 cents a yard. You can't touch it anywhere else. She got some cone threads. I recently bought her a cone piece that goes on her machine that helps. But you can see all her fabrics and there's more in the back. You can't see. That's the best picture she could get. But you can see all the different laces and trims and things that she got. Just really a fantastic haul of stuff. She was just over the moon with herself. And to be honest, I was very proud of her. She picked things that she knew she had a purpose for and that she could use. And she got good quantities of stuff, which is always good. But yeah, she had it. The rum is gone because I drank it all, woman. I've just been on a trip with 3 teenagers. The good news was you weren't there, sir. What? 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 You already had treats. I'm not giving you any more. All right, fine. I'll give you more. Yeah, I'm not a big rum drinker. All right. Here, look. In there. Go get them. Yeah, I threw them in there. Go get them. Look. All kinds of treats. Get in there and get them. Go get them. Go get them and then pass the hell out, please. Get fat and happy and go to sleep. Are you going to go get your treats or not? You're not getting cashews. All right, so let's take a look at what we have and where we're at and what we're doing and what's going on here. I don't know. Really? I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing things. I got to tell you guys, at 9 o'clock this morning, I was ready to go live. So I am still catching up. I went to bed at 11 o'clock last night, like 10 o'clock. Hubbard and I were like dragging our butts going, like 10:30, I hear him from the other room and he goes, I'm with you. I think we should go to bed. I'm like, yeah, I think so. And I got to, if you know me, you know I don't go to bed before midnight ever. And I was just done last night. At 11 o'clock, I was in the bed. I was sacked out. Done. Oh, I was so exhausted. So exhausted. And so was Hubbard, because when I leave, I don't know what his thing is, but when I leave, he gets this obsession where he has to deep clean stuff. So while I'm gone, he took the 37-gallon fish tank. He's pulled all the rock and the sand out of the bottom of it, all the forms out of it, because it had algae in it. And he wanted to get rid of the algae, so he's pulled all the rocks and he lets it all dry, and then he takes it out to the garage and he washes and scrubs it all and rinses it really good, and then puts it to a 10-to-1 bleach to get rid of the algae. And he does like this really in-depth, deep clean when I'm gone, where he like scrubs everything. Like we keep everything clean, but there's just the two of us. So, clean for two people is easy. For him, he has to have it spotlessly cleaned. So he goes back and he spotlessly cleans everything while I'm gone. What are we going to put on here? We have to put a gem on there of some kind. I just have to figure out what we're going to do. This is mostly like diamonds and stuff. And I think maybe a giant pearl. I'm going to see if I have a big black pearl. We'll put a big black pearl on there. That's the other thing that I got. Yeah, he deep cleans that, and then he moves all the furniture and he vacuums under the furniture. Like when we're here, we vacuum, the rooms, but you don't move the couch. You know what I mean? So when I'm gone, he takes time off from work and he moves the couch and the chair and the love seat and, gets all the dining room chairs out. And then, make sure that he gets like Ozzy's cage is on the carpet underneath one of the fish tanks. We don't keep the cage to be cruel to Ozzy. That's his safe place. He feels safe in there. So we keep it for him. So like when there's something going on, if somebody comes to the door or it gets too rowdy for him, he can go and hide in his cage and be happy. And it's also where he gets to eat his treats without Ginger trying to steal them because she's a treat thief. If we give him a Chewy, he's not the kind of dog. Some dogs like they gouge it down. Blah, blah, blah. He's not a gorger. He likes to kind of nibble on his things. And so if we just let him have his stuff in the living room, Ginger will go take it. So we try to, put his in his room so he can go in his room and eat it at his leisure. And Ginger's not allowed in there. And if she even goes near it, she gets in trouble. So, all right. So we still have these to finish. We'll get to those. And then we have this page. What do we got here? What did we do? Oh, I'm like trying to figure out what we did. There's a big pocket there. That's why that pulled like that. All right. So we are here. We might do a little decorating on this. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. Yeah, he's a savorer. He likes to go slow and enjoy them. And Ginger, well, she just likes to gouge them. She's just gorgeous herself with stuff. I think we're putting this guy up in the corner there. Maybe we'll put him over here. We're going to put him over here. I got to find something for this. But it needs to be something small. And not brown. Hi, honey.
Morning.
I think we're going to put this up there. I'm going to do a little trimming here, though. So he moves, the cage and make sure that he gets cleaned behind it and around it and all of that happy hoo-ha-ha. And there's like pictures behind the couch. And so he goes and makes sure that those get cleaned, that they get dusted and everything, because it's not something that we normally can get to dust because the couch is in the way. So he moves the couch out of the way. And, we do. I want that opened. Where is my, there it is. Yeah, no, they won't bite your fingers. She won't bite your fingers. She's very gentle when it comes to that. But unattended treats, in her mind, are fair game. And so you kind of have to watch her with them. Really need to get in here. Really?
Are you coming or not?
Yeah, and I can't believe you left me in here.
You stood there and stared at me and didn't move.
Okay, let's get this guy out of the way because we're going to put this guy up here, kind of like that. And we're going to see if the glue's going to work today. I didn't get that piece out. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. We'll be here forever with me nitpicking. Yeah. Yeah. I have a friend who has a wolf hybrid, and exactly like the most gentle dog I've ever met until it comes to food. Once there's food involved, no, we're going to be stupid. I used to drink a lot, not a lot, but I did my drinking when I was in my 20s. Now it's like I just don't even want to go there anymore. I gotta fix this. I just, it drives me crazy. I want to use it, but I can't. Let me see here. All right, let's see. No, 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 no. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Hmm. Go away. Go away. All right, we're using it whether it's upside down or not. There's nothing I can do about it. And to be honest, I don't know anybody's going to notice the ships are upside down and the north and south and east and west is upside down other than me. If I put something on there, I don't think anybody will notice. I don't know. But we're gonna use it eventually. I need it to flip, and it's not flipping in. I don't have Word anymore. If it was Word, I'd just rotate it, but I don't have Word anymore. Nope, 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 nope. That's it. You watch that guy on YouTube, the one that has the channel where he brings the goats out to clear people's fields for them. And don't get me wrong, he gets a lot of money to have free food for his goats. He does. Charges like $500-600 for a field, and his goats get to eat for free. So don't get me wrong. I know he's supplementing what they eat with things that have more nutrients than just the grass and stuff that they consume, but I watch him sometimes, and he's got one cattle dog, one that rounds up all of his goats. And I'll tell you, that dog knows its job. Put these things in there now, and he just, and they're funny because they just they're terrified of him, just terrified of him. I don't know if we're going to do, see, I still don't know if we're going to do this big piece of lace. I'm thinking not. We're going to do the little pieces. All right, here we go. We're going to do a little bit of lace on this one. Yeah, we're going right over the bow of that ship. Maybe not. Maybe no lace on this one. What do we want to do on here? Maybe we'll do some washi tape. Oh, I'll tell you what, I missed you guys. I did. I missed you guys awful. I was like, why am I here? Hi, Chris. If you can't go under it, cut over it. Good night, honey. I missed you guys so much when I was gone. Like, seriously, like I got up this morning because I went to bed at 11. And so I got up, it was like 7:30 this morning. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go make breakfast and just have a lazy morning and not really do anything. And then, I'll go live at my regular time. And by 9:15, when I usually have my breakfast, I was like, I got to go live. I got to go live. I literally like bid out as much time as I could to not. All right. So there, we fixed it. All around. Now the ship is there. And we have a little bit of washi tape here. And that's it. Just, a little piece of a map kind of thing. Let's do the other page. So now what do we want to do over here? Don't know. But we're going to figure it out. You get all the rest you need, baby. And thank you for keeping everything together while I was gone. You guys don't always know this, but Arlene, like, she manages our Facebook group and she manages my YouTube. And she makes sure that, everything runs the way it's supposed to and that we don't get weirdos in the group. And she does all that stuff. And so I don't worry about it when I'm on the road, when I'm gone, because I know she's going to take care of it. I'm not going to come home and have 10 people going, oh, we want to join your group. Arlene will have already taken care of all of that. And what she does allows me to do what I do. And I love her for it. You all have no idea. All right. So this washi tape is paper backed. So. Oh, wait till you see that. There we go. Close your eyes for a second. Okay, that's better. This is actually Halloween washi, but it's skulls. We can use it for pirates. I'll be honest, I don't know either, because I know she mods for people that are like all over the place. She mods for people that are on like first thing in the morning, and like I've seen her modding stuff at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then she's in here at, and I'm just like, oh my God, when do you sleep, woman? When doth thou sleep? You know what? I want to put this in, but I don't want it to be, We're cutting these off because I don't want this one gusseted. Let's get rid of this one. And then this one. Is it straight? No. Do I care? Not really. Let's eat some shit. Yeah, she does. She mods for some people that don't appreciate her. She mods for some people that just don't give a damn. And yeah, they don't give a crap about the fact that, you know, she needs to sleep. And then, you know, she comes and she'll tell me, she'll be like, I'm not gonna be able to be in today because, and she gets really like apologetic about it. And I'm like, honey, you take care of you, you know, God, I know what her schedule looks like. It's a freaking mess. She's constantly, you know, for everybody. I don't know which side I want to put this on. I don't know if I put it over here or if I want to put it over here. I think I want to put it over here, but maybe I don't. Maybe I want to put it in here. It's going over here. This is where it's going. I'm going to put a pin in this. This is going to go over here. I like it here. It's going over there. All right, now we're back to this page again. What am I doing? I don't know. Does anybody know what my crazy ass is up to? No? Okay. What do we got here? Ooh, pirate tickets. Ooh, I like that. I do. I like that. Okay. We're getting someplace. No, I'm not betraying any trust or anything here. Arlene had a stroke. She had multiple strokes. And they left her paralyzed on one side. And that's where she's at. And then she has a bunch of other things on top of that. So as far as I'm like, I have issues, but damn, I ain't got nothing. Okay. I have nothing compared to. So I will keep going. As long as Arlene can keep going, I can keep going. Screw that. That woman's my inspiration. I love you, babe. She knows it too. I was joking around one time. I was going to get her this giant pair of blue grandma panties. You know the ones I'm talking about. We have some down here that are like size like 12X. They're like a foot, like a yard across. I was going to get some just as a joke, you know, and then like have put on the butt of it, world's greatest mod. Because, you know. But then I thought, and I said, you know, if you want to live, that's probably not smart. So, yeah. I wanted to live. So I didn't do it. She would come out here and kick my ass. Oh, yeah. I mean, the thing is, Marjorie, most of us have some, you know, we're all broken in some way. I think it's just our generation, we lived life. You know, I'm looking at these like 20 and 30-year-olds going to get Botox because they get little wrinkles. And I'm just like, I had somebody come up to me one time. And they were selling like, you know, like Groupon type things and asked me if I wanted to go and get a facial. And I was like, sure, why not? You know, I've never done it before. I'll go do it. And I went and I got this facial done. And while I'm there, this girl she's training to do facials, you know, it's a school that you get those Groupons for. She's like, you know, I think it would really do you good if you got some Botox injections and you'd feel so much younger. No, I wouldn't. And I looked at her and I said, lady, let me explain something. Every wrinkle, every crease, every line, every dark spot is a part of my life that I lived, and I lived well. And I'm not hiding any of it. But I think that's where we are. I think as a society, the younger generation, it's all about trying to stay young as long as possible. And I think our generation, we beat the shit out of ourselves. Let's just start with that. We beat the shit out of ourselves, okay? And like we rode bicycles without helmets, elbow pads, knee pads, over a dirt ramp into God only knows what. And we had those giant handlebars and banana seats. And that was basically sitting on a piece of vinyl over a piece of metal. You know what I mean? And we didn't give a shit. And if we fell down, we rubbed some dirt on it, got up and went and did it again until we stopped crying about it. Drank water from the hose. Oh, yeah. That was good water. It was cold. We lived a life that, and because of that shit, we were never afraid of anything. We were never afraid of anything. We were like, yeah, sure, we'll do it. Okay. We rode wooden roller coasters. That was the normal. Now, these roller coasters, there's all this safety shit. When we were kids, there was like, if you were lucky, there was a lap bar and it was a wooden roller coaster and the sides only came up to like your elbow. Yeah, you just ran it for a minute till it got cold, Now eating vegetables gives you explosive diarrhea. What the hell? We did things and we lived life. And, yes, we're paying for it now. We all have bumps, bruises. We have scars. We have disorders. We have, a lot of it comes from what we eat. The food is different today than it was when we were kids. And our bodies aren't, to be honest, our bodies aren't like our kids, they're okay with it because it's, it was a gradual thing as they were growing up that all these chemicals and shit were added to the food. When we were kids, that was not the case. There was not chemicals added to our food. Now, granted, do you remember going to the grocery store in December and buying oranges? No, because they weren't in season. And so we didn't get them. Nowadays, they don't care what's in season. It's in season somewhere. That's all that matters, And somehow, they managed to get it into the country and into the grocery stores before it spoils. Now, I don't want to be mean, but that tells me there's a lot of preservatives in there. Which means that's not fresh vegetables and fruits anymore. That is processed shit. Oh. Oh. Poor soul. I'm sending her something. She's going to get a box from her friend Bima. Yeah. And you were lucky to get those oranges. And they were hothouse oranges grown down in Florida. They were not in season, but they were grown in a hothouse and they were expensive. They were like $2 a pound, which was very expensive back then. But, we didn't get grapes and apricots. And now those things here, they're pretty much year round. Like you get them for a good portion of the year. And again, it's because by and large, it's bioengineered produce and it lasts. Yeah, I got it all packaged up for her right here. It's all packaged up. It's got her name on it. It's going to go in the mail. You know, I mean, there was just, there always has been and always will be that, you know, why are we keeping that? Let's just get rid of it. Captain Jack Sparrow. Bye-bye, guy. I remember no, they don't have the same flavor. Like I wait for a certain time of the year to buy grapes because I love grapes, but there's only a certain time of the year that they're worth having, you know? But we grew up different. We sure did. And no, I am not getting rid of my wrinkles. No, I am not getting rid of my laugh lines. No, I am not getting rid of my creases and my scars. And no, no, absolutely not. I remember when makeup on your face was 2 steps. Two steps and 2 steps only. 3 if you really wanted to get technical. We'll go 3. Step number 1, concealer. Step number 2, foundation. Step number 3, powder. That was it. Your base was on. Now your base is 15 different things. 15, 20 different steps. You don't even look like you when you're done. You look like a completely different person. What the hell, you know? Yeah. For most of us, it was just putting on a foundation with our fingers. Wash your hands. Powder. With the powder puff. Now it's, you have to have a brush to put on foundation. You have to have a special brush to put on powder. But you also have to have highlighters, lowlighters. You know, you have to have contouring sticks and you have to have, and I'm just like, we were always taught less makeup was more because it lets your skin breathe. Now, and then they all have like acne and they have rosacea on their faces and they're going, why is it like this? And then they put on, you know what it is? It's the Queen Elizabeth factor. Queen Elizabeth I had scars from smallpox on her face. So for the rest of her life, she doused her face in lead makeup, white lead makeup, to cover those scars. And what did she end up doing? She ended up dying of lead poisoning. That's what these girls are doing. They've got decent skin when they're children, and then they start putting on all this makeup and stuff because they get acne when they hit teenage years. So they start putting on more and more makeup to cover the acne, which just irritates the skin, which makes more acne and causes rosacea and everything else under the sun. And then they have to put on more and more and more and more. And it's not just put it on, it's put on a base that's a moisturizer, and you put that on first so you can moisturize your skin. Then we're going to suffocate our pores by putting on 16 different types of bases. Oh my God. You know what? This is my idea of makeup now. If Hubbard and I are going to a dinner that's going to cost us more than $50 a plate, then I will put on some makeup. And here's my makeup. I have pressed mineral powder that is in a color that matches my skin. I shake the thing up. It comes up to the top. I put it on the brush. I tap it off. I lightly apply this to my skin just to even it out. A very little bit of mascara and some lip gloss. That is it. I don't even use blush or eyeliners anymore. I don't use eyeshadow. I never really was an eyeshadow girl, but I don't use eyeshadow anymore. For me, I would just, like, if I wanted color around my eyes, I would just use eyeliner. That's it. But now, you know, I have an 18-year-old telling me I do it wrong, you know. And I just laugh, going, no, I don't. Because all of a sudden, all these young girls are beauty experts, you know, like they all know how you're supposed to do this and I'm like, but that's not you. That's not beauty. That is covering up your beauty to make you look like you fit in the mold. And you spend hours doing it. You know? I don't get it. Who wants to spend that long doing it, you know? Doing makeup. Don't be nasty. But, you know, who wants to take that kind of time? Not me. I don't want to take that kind of time. I just want to, you know, get a face on if I need to and go. Even when I worked in insurance, I didn't put on makeup. And my boss one time made a comment about it. He was a guy. He made a comment about it one time. And I looked at him and I said, other than the fact that that's, you know, sexual harassment, 95% of my customers are on the computer. Why would I put on a face? Like I probably would have if I was meeting customers face to face, but most of them would call in and it was, you know, I'd pull up their account on the computer. They'd verify their account. I'd go in, do whatever changes needed to be done and move the hell on with my day. Why would I bother to put on makeup for that? You know? Yeah. Makeup for a wedding, that sounds right. Like, I don't see a reason to do it. You know, I don't see any reason why I should have to be something that I'm not. Yes, okay, if I'm going to a wedding and there's possibility I'm going to be in somebody's wedding picture, I don't want to scare them or their children years down the road. I will put on something to make myself look a little presentable. But again, it's just going to be some mineral powder and some eyeliner and maybe a little lip gloss, you know. I'm not going more. Don't need more than that. Did I cut the wrong one out? I did. Jesus Christ. I did all that work and it's the wrong one. I want this one. Now I'm going to have to use that one on something. Why? Because I spent all the time doing it, and now if I don't use it, I'm going to, you know, I'm going to be mad at myself for not using it. Their health is more important than our bullshit. Girly girl. Okay, now let's try this again. This time with the one we wanted. Not to mention, I can't see. You know, there's no way I could put makeup on, like do the whole thing, because I can't see anymore. I'm old. Even magnifying mirrors don't help, you know? He's like, ah. I have no idea what my eyes look like anymore. All right, so we already decided we're putting this one on, right? Yes. Okay, here we go. Are we putting any washi tape or anything on this page? Probably not. We are going to put a tab here, though, because we're kind of due for a tab. Yeah. All right, so we need to put a tab on. Do we have any tabs? Do we have tabs? Has anybody seen the tab? No, we have some. What did we do with them? Damned if I know. Not in there. Oh, wait, I think I see one. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Arr, arr. It's not a pirate impression, that's me bending down. All right, so we're going to put this on here. Marjorie took them. Yeah, she's like that. I know. She does that. She sneaks in my craft room. She grabs a bunch of stuff, sneaks off, and giggles the whole time. Telling you, they think I'm kidding, but I'm serious. One of these days when our husbands are gone and it's just us, me and Michelle and Rose, we're all going to live together. We're going to have one big craft room, and I'm just going to put tape on the floor. Do not cross the tape. You took my tabs. Bad girl. All right. So we have decided we're putting this here. But now that we've done that, we don't want to put this here. Yes, we do. We'll lift this up. I'm going to get it up a little bit. And then we'll put this in there. And then we'll glue it back down. Like that. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. And the flag will be over it. It'll be great. You'll see. Here we go. A little glue. Glue across the bottom. All right. Here we go. Put this under there. Like that. Just like that. And then we'll glue this back down. A little glue, 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 and glue that back down. Now we'll hold it. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. There we go. I like it. Souvenir. Okay. We're going to have to make more ephemera, guys. I'm running out. I'm running out of ephemera. I think I want something around that side. That's what I want. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to make some ephemera because I've got like 3 pieces left and 2/3 of a book to do. So we're going to have to make some more. Okay. Now, this needs something. Needs a card. So let's get out our cards and take a look at which one we want to put in there. Parrot. Ooh, what about this guy? What about him? Or him. We could just do this guy. This guy just looks like a general pirate. The Black Pearl. We're going to talk about that. This pirate. Wait a minute. That pirate. Yeah, I like the octopus too. Thinking I like the octopus. We're going to do the octopus. All right, we're going to put the octopus in here. So let's round some corners. Big round. Why? Because it's a big card. And then we're going to ink it. And then we're going to put it in here. All right, I don't think we have anything that says, creature. Creatures of the depth or anything like that. Okay. So I have, because I'm lazy, to show you guys what I got. Let me go grab it. Get some soda while I'm over here. All right. So in one of the little junk shops that I go to frequently, I found this. And I want to turn it into a pirate ship. It's got some rigging that needs to be fixed. That's not a big deal. But I'm going to fix the rigging. And I want to turn this into a pirate ship. No, I want to give this to my son-in-law, who's in a pirate guild. He's actually a ship's captain in a pirate guild, and so I kind of want to give it to him as a present. And I want to name it his ship. I want to put his ship's name down here. I'm going to sand this down, get rid of this blemish, and then use some gold press letters to put his ship's name on there. And I'm going to dress it up and make it for him. And I'm going to add a couple little cannons and, yeah, stuff. So I got some work to do on that. All right, so this is the Black Pearl. And so, I don't really know if I want to put this in this book. But on the other hand, I kind of do. So I might use it like as a back card like that. You know, like this would have 2 cards and we'll have 2 in there. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to put this in and I'm just going to, you know, put it behind something else so that it's there, but it's not, you know, because I don't know. Whoever gets this book in the drawing, maybe, you know, in the raffle, maybe they're a fan of the Black Pearl. So we'll just have 2 cards in there. See? Oh, I was in heaven in one of the stores we went into. Apparently, some fat lady either got thin or just decided she got fatter and couldn't wear her clothes anymore because tank tops in my size, in good condition, bunches of them, and I bought them all. Okay, here we go. Oh, cold soda. Okay. Moving on. This one's going to get the lace. Okay. I have glued the lid on. To get my other pair of pliers. Okay. Yeah, like sometimes you just find, you know, the stuff and you're like, ooh. Like that Vera Bradley bag that I bought. I bought it because, one, it was the right size for what I needed because it rained like a mother and I dropped my purse in the water. And so my purse was like soaking wet. And I was like, son of a bitch. And so I had to find a new purse to carry. You know, I needed a purse to put my wallet and my keys and, you know, because my hands are busy. I can't hold that shit. I got stuff to do. And so I was like, I saw that little bag and I was like, that looks like it can't be because she doesn't make them like that. But then I found out it really was. And apparently it's one of the rarest things that she does where it only has that, you know, that quilted fabric that she's famous for. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So Vera Bradley's look like this. they're all this like bright colors, paisleys, and they're all quilted fabric. And I think that's why people like them. So the one I found was all just black quilted fabric on the outside, and it only had the decoration on the inside. And it's a Vera Bradley. The buckles are all right. The little pulls for the for the zippers are correct. The labeling's all correct. It's truly a Vera Bradley. So I looked on eBay last night. I paid $4 for that bag. It's worth like $75. I'm not keeping it. Okay. So we're just waiting for this to dry. Why am I doing it on the sheet? Anybody? 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 Why are we doing it on this piece of rubber? Because Els glues shit together. That's why we're doing it that way. Because Els is famous for gluing pages together. Yeah. All right. So now we need something for this. I don't have anything as far as ephemera that's going to work on this page. I'm going to be honest. I only have very tiny stuff. So I think we're going to put the book away for now and make some more ephemera because we don't have any. I mean, we do, but we don't. You know what I mean? I remember my very first pair of high heels was a pair of, mind you, it was the 80s, white faux leather kitten pumps with a 1-inch heel. Because I was already tall. You know what? I don't like that. We're just going to do this and that. Okay. So this is a piece that we cut the center of the paper out to put on this page. And so this is the stuff that was all around it. I saved it all. And the reason I saved it is because this is all great stuff. And since I already, printed it, I might as well use some of it. So we're going to use pieces. And I think that this is going to be cute right here. Yeah, when I was younger, God, 4, 5, 6 inch, didn't matter. Platforms, the whole 9 yards. I would run in 3-inch heels. I didn't care. Now, because of my knees and the arthritis, I can't wear them at all. Flats. Let's just say the only heels I have now don't never touch the floor. Yeah. Any heels I have now are just ceiling darts. They're for looks. All show, no action, I still do it every now and then, though. I'll Shay and I will be in a thrift store and there'll be like this really outrageous pair of heels, and she can't wear tall heels. Like she can wear heels, but not really tall ones because she's so petite that it just throws her off. And she'll find something that's like a 4 or 5 inch heel, and she'll be like, "Oh my God, I wonder what these look like." And I'll put them on for her. She'll be like, "Oh, Beam, why don't you wear them anymore?" Because I can't wear them for more than 5 minutes without my knees reminding me that they're there, that I'm a dumb fat lady. Right? Okay, so we have 5 pieces of ephemera lip. We need to make some ephemera. We're going to put this up. All right, I'm going to put this here. And we're going to close this, put it over here, and let's make some stuff. All right, so we have pieces and parts. Parts and pieces. Backgrounds. Words. And all kinds of stuff we can cut. We have pockets that still we can use, so we have to kind of look at those to see, what's going to go where. And we are off to the rodeo. I like this. This would make a nice journal card. We're going to keep that. I don't know what the hell she's doing in there. That'll make a decent journal card. We'll use that. Ooh, I do like this. I'll use that. No. All right. So let's start with making some journal cards. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Over to the side. Move to the side, please, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. This, I like this for a journal card. Not that. Over there. And this one, I like this one, so we're going to use this one too. Okay. All right, this one, I think we could make it a little narrower. And a little bit smaller. And a bit more. Okay. This one, I don't think we can make this any smaller. This is, as it is, the guns in the background are already pushed. We'll take the edge off. That's all we'll do. All the way around, just take off the edge. And then this one. A little shorter. Let me bring this side in. Definitely bring that side in. And just a little bit there. Okay. Now that we've done all of that, let's put these to the side. We might use them. Hey, Gypsy girl. You're never late. Nobody's ever late here. Nope. I think we're sticking with this. Okay. Ugh. I have to go next Monday, guys, to hear the guy tell me that I'm the worst they've ever seen. And then they are going to try and put me on one of those sleepy monitors. Guess what? It's not going to work out real well for them, but we're going to figure it out. Because I'm extremely claustrophobic and I've tried Hubbers, I can't keep that mask on for a minute before I feel like I feel like I can't breathe. Even with all that air being forced down my throat, I still feel like I'm not breathing. So we're going to see what they come up with. Because before I even did the test, I asked them, and she said, "Oh yeah, we've got ways of we can make it work." So we'll see. I'm not very optimistic. Well, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that they can use the nasal cannula as opposed to the full over your face thing, because I can't. And Hubbard has the pillow, what they call the nasal pillow. It's supposed to be a gentler, softer way of doing it, but that doesn't. No, that's what he has, and it makes me very, very nervous, and it doesn't last a minute. So we'll see. All right, we're gonna get this on here. All right, we have journaling card. A journaling card. And we need to make this journaling card. Do we have more paper? Or do we need to get more paper? I'm going to need to get more paper. I don't have more paper. Oh. Yeah, we're going to need it. Let me grab a sheet of paper. There's a kitty sleeping over here. And he's like, "Woman, away from me." All right, I think this one we're just going to glue and cut. So, glue. I'm not going to leave a border on this one. It is just going to be what it is. Knew that was going to happen. I'm psychic. Yep, that's me, psychotic. All right. Yeah, I feel very, I can't breathe when I have it on. Even though it's pushing air, I can't breathe. And it's a horrible, horrible feeling. So I'm hoping we have something else that I can use. Otherwise, I guess I'll just keep, stopping breathing in my sleep. Because I've tried just about everything else on the market. the little mouthpiece. I tried that. I spit it out within a half an hour. The thing that holds your tongue forward gives you baby chap around your lips. Like sucking on a binky. Can't do that. See, this one, I almost want to fussy cut this one. I'm going to fussy cut it. And then if I don't like it, I got another one. All right, I'm going to fussy cut this out. Let's ink. I'll be honest with you. It's just because I don't give a shit. That's how come I can fussy cut like that. I don't give a crap. I actually hate fussy cutting. And I used to pay my grandkids to do it. But then I realized I just don't give a shit anymore. And so now I just go with it. I used to try to do it with the small scissors like you're supposed to. And I don't know if it's from years of sewing or what, but the bigger scissors work better for me. And so now I just kind of stopped listening to what everybody said about how you're supposed to do it. And I just do it the way that I like to. And for me, it works best when I use my big scissors. I feel like I have better control. Do I? I don't know. Now I cut it out because I think I wanted it cut out. Now I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm just putting it on brown. It's the best way. Looks the best. All right, glue.
Are you coming?
Hello, Karen. I believe I can tell you where this comes from. So I bought this off of Temu, but it belongs to a designer, and somewhere I have their name written down because I also went and bought it from them, because I do that when I buy something off of Temu and realize that it's, I try to make sure that I buy it from them as well. So, give me just a second. I will take a look and see if I can right off the bat find it for you. If not, I will find it and post it down in the description of this video for the future. Now I'm wondering if we can use this one. The only way to find out is going to be to put it in there upside down. Yep. Here she goes. Four and 3/4. Yeah, I will. I'll get you the information on how you can get it. It's, I would have bought it if I found it. I would have bought it through Etsy. Of course, you can always get it, from Temu, but I don't like to do that if I can avoid it. So let me get this inked real quick, and I'll see if I can find it quickly. If I can, I will. If not, I will put it in the description. And no, this is not one of Marjorie's, although it's pretty cool. It's not Marjorie's work. I can already see Marjorie's work. I know Marjorie's work. Like usually I could pick it out and tell you which designer it's from directly. But this one, I got a bunch of stuff from Pirates, and it's not somebody I normally buy from. Give me just a second. I shall look in my folder here where it says Pirates. Is it this one? I don't think so. Okay. All right. So. right, so a lot of this journal comes from Abrotique. Let me pull them up. Let's see if I can find a direct link. Okay, let me grab this. Well, that's going to be long, isn't it? Let's see if I can put it in there. Okay. That's going to be too long. Let me go ahead and let me get a bit.ly for this. Sorry. That's it. Excuse me. Okay, put this in here. All right, so that's the link directly to the pages. There's more in the kit on Etsy than what you see here. It's like they only did like a small selection of stuff, but this is the original piece. So you're only getting small bits of it in the Temu set, which is pretty normal. They just pick and choose what images they want, and then they just print them all up. But this is where the images come from. And it's called Vintage Pirate Journal Page Nautical Scrapbook Kit Skull Treasure Map Digital Download. It's from Bloom Art Pixel. But that's the source piece that I could find. Do 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 do. You know what? I got to tell you this. I just finally saw the movie. The last installment there, Dead Men Tell No Tales, from Pirates of the Caribbean. I had not seen it. And when we were on the trip, Bug and I were watching television and it came on. And I think it was like TNT or something like that. It's one of those channels where they play the movie and then they play it immediately again. So we watched the movie until like 1 o'clock in the morning, and then we went to bed. Shay and Ashram were gone. Well, that's a bit.ly directly to the page, so it's not going to take anywhere else, Karen. Trust me. I'm pretty good at it. And then, let me grab this real quick. I think it's down here. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it went. All right. So now we have this one. So now we have 3 journal cards. We did that. Now we need to let us make some more. Not journal cards. More ephemera. All right. So we have 3 more journal cards. We have our stuff. We have words, pieces, parts, things, stuff. All right, so this is all the shit we need. Sorry. This is all the items that are required to make some ephemera. We're going to do a little bit. All right, I'm going to cut this. Some base pieces. Just easier to work on bases, you know? All right, we have bases. Yeah. I don't want him on there at all. So I'm going to cover him up. I'm not going to cut him off. I'm just going to cover him up with something. Use him to glue down, you know? So. I got to tell you guys, there's never been a happier kitty than the one that's sitting next to me going, she's home. My mommy's home. Maybe this. I don't know. Nope. Not that. All right, now we got some junk out here. What do we got? Ooh. Oh, I like it. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to do a little bit of this. Not a lot, just a little. All right, let me go ahead and get rid of this white part.
Oh, I know.
and tell you all about it. How dare you not have her treats ready? Bad daddy. You are very welcome, dear. Okay. So let's get some ink on this puppy. And round out the corners so we make this a little easier to disguise. Ink it just in case. All right. So now I have 3 pieces of stuff. All right, we're going to glue. Little glue bottle. This first. Sorry. I sit back sometimes and I forget that the camera's not in my lap. All right, so we're going to rope. Didn't need glue all the way across, but that's okay. Rope. Hidden treasure. And we're going to kind of, hold on. I need to take some of him off. Because I don't want him on there. But I don't want to feel like so it's going to go this way. Okay, there we go. I got it. Is it how I originally planned it? No. Is it going to work? Shit, yeah. That's a little long. That's there. Okay. Now, there we go. See, that's much better. Okay. Now, we got 1. All right, that's 1. Now we have a little piece of this hanging around. A little piece of this. It's gauze. It's just tea-dyed gauze. But, it's just like pieces of that. And we have this guy. I like this guy. Let's see if we can get him a little better cut. He looks like I might have rough cut him and just not even gone back. Oh. I haven't seen Carla since I got back. Is she okay? Has anybody seen her? Is she alive? All right, now we put some of these on here. What did I do? I got to get the lid cleaned out. It is nasty in there. I'll tell you, this glue is getting expensive. Right there. And this puppy.
Oh, come on.
Hold on, I gotta let Doggy out. Doggy. Get out. This one needs work. Here we go. Let's get back to it. Here we go. Get rid of these. Grab a pokey tool. It needs something. We'll use a little bit of that. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Where's my thing? There it is. Okay. Honey, it's not that hard, I'm telling you. If it's too hard, you're overthinking it. Don't overthink it. Just do it. As Nike used to say, just do it. All right, let's see. What do we got? Well, we have a ship. We have this. I kind of like it. It's inspirational. Guess who wants to come in? Yes, the big giant dog. I don't need that much, and I don't need that much. Doggy. Doggy. Here you go. Better now? Okay. When they are inside, the outside water is better. When they're outside, the inside water is better. Get these little pieces out of the way, otherwise I end up gluing them to things. All right. On the edge. And then the whole thing's too white. So there we go. Yep, that'll work. All right, so we're going to glue this. I'm going to put some ink on this first. Marie, do you see I'm doing this? I'm not really thinking. I'm just pulling a couple of pieces, laying them down, one on top of the other, and then going, yeah, that works. No, that does not. That's all you have to do this, baby. All right, we want it to say, I'm my own captain. There we go. Put it over there. Next one.
Hi, this is Mike with Cox Business Support calling on a recorded line.
I'm just going to use this.
Get your name on the way in.
Uh-oh, hover's working. You know what that means? That means our time is coming to an end. Because now he's here.
Finish. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All right, we're just going to use this. I like it.
Internal ticket number 1102167.
Do we want to put? Let's put the word parrots on it, right? Because it's obvious. Could use a hoy there, but I've already torn it.
You did catch the ticket number I gave you, right? Okay. No, that's my line. I'm looking for an update from you on the local contact information. You guys are supposed to be reaching out, looking for a local contact so we can dispatch that sort of thing. So I'm looking for an update from you.
So we're just going to put parrots on here. Why? Because we can. Over there. Yeah. They do party. We're having a nutty war.
Sure.
Because I feel like crap. And I know this will help. Don't give up. Seriously, just like cut out all your pieces, put them down. And here's my thought pattern. At least 3 pieces. Okay? So you want to start with a base. So throw your base down. Pick up something and put it down. Now you know you need something that's got,
So who's our
some length or brevity to it. Does it have to be something decorated? No, it could just be a piece of paper.
I'm sorry, EMSH.
So let's see, what do we have? So we do have these little trimmies. Okay. And I'm just going to cut it because I don't know where I want it to be. I'm going to trim off the white. Now I do have some scallop scissors, so I'm going to cut the ends. There.
And
This guy. Does this work? Not really. I don't like him, so I'm going to throw him away. And then we're just going to kind of move things around and find something else. Now this one works a little bit better. But it needs 3 elements. So what else am I going to use? I don't know. That one's kind of big. I don't like it. Here we go. I have a bottle of rum. Here, on the sea. Let's do that one. And just keep moving things around until you find something.
Right. So
that sort of makes you happy.
Contact established for this site.
Once you have something that makes you happy, you can work from there. Sometimes putting ink on it helps. Like it didn't look good before, but now if I put some ink on it, it's okay.
I did not notice anywhere in here where layer 1's been checked at all on site. I know we still can't reach our equipment. Do we know
So we're going to put some ink.
checked?
Do I ink a lot of stuff I end up getting rid of? Yes. It happens. On the sea.
Okay, so you're still waiting on layer 1 to be checked on site by the customer. Okay, you want us to hold?
I'm going to put some ink on this. I don't know if I want to use it, but I'm going to see what
sorry,
it looks like.
You blanked out there for a little bit. What was that? Didn't quite hear it.
Well, we're going to go with a ship.
Okay, it's flapping because our knit is still unreachable.
I like the ship. Again, this looks really clean. I'm just going to rub it very lightly. Very lightly.
Okay, so the local contact you gave me is something you have on record but not confirmed on site, right?
There we go.
So why don't we do this?
Coming around this corner,
or
just chop it off, really.
For the site on the,
hello, bug.
Of the local contact
He's
and
enjoying this bag.
confirmation of
I know.
layer 1. Let's hold off on dispatch
He's weird.
until we get back. Okay.
All right, so now I'm just going to put some glue on this piece because it's my bottom piece.
Well,
That's
that's
gonna go
just what
here.
I think, just to make sure that we're.
And then this
consistent on
piece because it
all of
goes next, and we're going to
Right.
put this one.
It says dispatch out when we haven't even confirmed layer 1 yet. So, all right. In that case,
Goes on top,
you think we
just
should
like
send
that.
this out another 4 hours?
And then this
or
one
follow
is going to
up
go
with you
right here.
tomorrow on this?
So I'm just going to put some glue on the bottom half.
Follow up tomorrow.
Shoot.
All right. Awesome.
Ephemera. Move it around. Move it out of the way.
Awesome.
All right, now we have this piece. I really like this piece.
Appreciate the assistance in this matter. Is there anything else I can try to assist you with today on this? My pleasure. And you, kind sir, have yourself a fantastic day. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi, baby girl. Do you need to go outside? Yes. Okay. All right. Look at you even barking for it.
I don't like those. I'm taking them off. Muy better. Okay. Na 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 na. La 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 la. We're gonna make a ticket out of that. It is a ticket. We're gonna make a tag out of it. Okay, let's see. Nothing goes with him, so he's going to be his own piece. So I don't really find anything that I like with him. So we're just going to ink him. I'm going to cut a piece of background to put him on, just because I like to have a base to put on. Does it have to be, like, do I have to cut it? No, I can use my circle punch. Punch a circle. I'm just looking for something to hold it together, okay? This guy. This guy. I don't know. Nope. Anything? Yes. I got this, like, looks like a scroll. It's like rolled up. By the way, I have a die that cuts these like scrolled looking pieces of paper. And so, you know, that would be perfect for this. So you just kind of look at what you have, you know? All right. So this guy, that's going to go there. And this is going to go here. So I'm going to glue this one down first because it's the bottom element. But I'm just putting stuff on paper. That's all I'm doing. I'm gluing paper to paper. This is not hard. If you just chill and let it happen. Get 2 little pieces and I got a piece. She didn't like the rain anymore. Carla, we were just asking about you, baby. I was just asking about you. I haven't seen you since I got home. Oh, sure. It takes a buggy. Just got lots of water, yeah. These can be journal cards. I'm not sure I really like this one, though. Like, I'm going to leave it there because I'm not sure. But like these, this is a journal card. Easy, simple, easy peasy. Do not fall off my desk and hit my leg and then poke me in the foot. Don't do it. So honestly, the collection that I got these from, they're too small. There's 9 of them on a page. Way too small. But it's okay. We'll work with it. We can make them bigger by putting them on a mat. And things that you put in your, they don't have to be flat. Okay. This is a pirate journal. If I wanted to like coil up some twine and call it rope, I could add that. Why does this thing always, like, it'll work for days and then, you know, it's like, screw you. Does anybody else's glue just go, I don't wanna? Or is that just a me thing? Now that's another journal card. All right, what else do we have? Oh, we have this one. Let's make another journal card of this one. So inky binky, inky dinky doo, inky dinky, inky dinky doo, inky dinky, inky dinky doo. I like to inky too. All right, we got ink. And then we're gonna read because I'm gonna do the thing. Oh no. I got an older one sitting over there I haven't used in forever, so I don't know if it's even any good.
Boy, you got a mess going on over there. Boy, you got a mess going on over there.
Shut up. I'm hanging out with my friends. We're making a mess. Deal with it, Batman.
I ain't got to deal with it. It's your mess.
Wooed. He's wooed. Journal card. At a size we can actually use. It's not minuscule. Really, doing clusters is not much different than decorating like you would a journal card or a tag. It's just doing it on a slightly smaller scale. Ooh, I like it. Look at these little bottles. Aren't they cute? All right, we're going to get some little bottles. Why? Because pirates used bottles. And then I'm going to cut this down because it doesn't need to be that damn big. Okay, so we're going to glue this on here. A little bit on the edge. Glue it on. Wait, ink. I never remember that part. It's because I'm not a big fan of inking. Mostly because I'm lazy. Let's be honest, right? Okay, so put this on here. And look at that. Then go to cut this off. I'm going to give that a jagged edge. Whoop. Okay, now I'm going to ink that. All right, so we have that glued together. We have that glued together. We're just going to do this over here. Get this little jagged edge right there. Ink that. Okay. All right, so now I have two pieces. What am I going to do with it? I don't freaking know. All right, now we do have the, I don't know what the hell that is. Let's get rid of it. Okay. We do have this, which is like a little roll of paper. It's like a little scroll of paper. Oh, we need a bottle. I'm going to get a bottle. Hold on, let me grab a bottle. Now, these bottles come from Dollar Tree, and to be honest, I don't know that they even put them out anymore. I know that they redid them once. Now, this is a sticky. And since I'm not putting it on right now, I'm just going to cut a piece of the plastic to cover the back. Okay? That way, I don't, ruin it. Let's ink this. I have a lot of these that I can use, so I'm just going to use this one. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on it right here. There it is. Maybe I'll put a gem right here or something, or a pearl or a jewel of some kind. You guys know what I do. What are you doing out there, young man? Hearing all this noise.
Water balls.
Ah. Okay. Hubbard's at work, which means my time is up. Just fleeting. So let me get this stuff out of the way. Clean this up. Okay. Or I could just put it all on the floor. That worked too. Now it's his problem. Kidding.
Do all my vacuuming while you're gone.
That's no fair. Who's supposed to pick up my mess now?
You are.
No.
You're wrong.
No. I don't want to.
It's about the same thing I said coming into work today. I don't want to.
That's what you say going to work every day.
They still don't want to.
There is that. Money.
I got good news about that later on. I got to tell you.
Money, money, money.
Yeah, pretty much.
Money, 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 money makes the world go round. It also makes Hubbard go to work.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we got that done. All right, so I want to grab the book. Let's get the book. All right, so we are back to our normally scheduled programs, ladies. That means that tomorrow we're going to be back working on this, probably making more ephemera. We're going to be doing the craft with me tomorrow night, which I think I'm going to be using that time to kind of set up some upcoming quarterly projects. I have 2 more this year. And I'm working on getting stuff for one of them because I really want to do it. And so we're going to be doing that. And then, of course, Friday, again, will be, and I'm going to do something different this Friday with Friday Night Nuts. We're going to do something a little bit different. And then Saturday, we have 2 lives on Saturday. We do every other day, but the first one is at 11 a.m. And that is going to be Build a Journal 101. We're going to do week B4, 4B. And we talked about journal cards and tags and clusters. And we sort of touched on edges, but we're definitely going to be doing labels, page toppers, and edges this week. So we're going to be talking about, making layered level labels. We're going to be talking about page toppers, like the slide over the top type things. We did a little bit with it with tags, but we're going to be doing more of the artsy fartsy kind. Like this kind of the artsy fartsy kind. We're going to be doing those. And you don't have to have doilies to do that. You can just use a piece of paper. Trust me. And then we're going to be talking about edges. And edges are, like those pieces that go down the side of a page that aren't quite, they're not washi tape and they're not really clusters. They're more like just a strip of paper that just has stuff up and down. It's not, you'll see. We're going to be doing that. So that is week 4B of ephemera. And then we'll be back next week. We're going to be doing week 5, which is we're going to start making, putting stuff together. So we have a couple of other things going on. We have the traveling journal. Mari, Chris, Vanessa, Margaret, Marjorie, Becky, Patty Ann, Deborah, and Marie have all signed up for this one. If you are interested, I am going to be sending out probably two signatures, empty signatures. They're not even going to be stitched together. Okay, they're going to be paper clipped. No, I should probably stitch them. Anyway, I'm going to send out 2 signatures. I don't know if I'm going to stitch them or paper clip them or how I'm going to do it. But I'm going to send out 2 signatures in different directions. And in each one, there's going to be a list of labels with addresses so that you can just, put the address on there. And then you're going to send this on to the next person. And 1 or 2 pages in each one, just decorate it in your style, in whatever style you want to, whatever represents you the best. And, maybe write a little something in there. Doesn't matter. And then go ahead and send it on to the next person. We're going to build a journal that way, okay? It's going to be the group journal. We'll just pass it from person to person as we die. I'm kidding. Please tell me they're not in the same hospital. Because that would be weird.
Mike for Cox.
But other than that, sending positive energy. Okay. Because that would be weird. Okay. So we're going to be doing that. Now, Projects of the Month challenge. Number 13 was a greeting card and chalk. Now, this could be school chalk, art chalk, chalk pastel, chalk paint, whatever. If it says chalk, use it. And then this current one is project number 14 of our Projects of 26 challenge. Number 14 is a tag and a stencil. However you want to do that. Then we're going to be doing the embossing swap. Again, this is just taking a piece of paper, putting it through an embossing folder, or doing a rubbing emboss if that's how you do your embossing. We're not talking about the hot embossing. We're talking about embossing the piece of paper to get that decoration into it. And I'll get one so that you guys can also see what I'm talking about. I just don't have one right at the moment. But you're going to send like anywhere from 5 to 10 pieces of paper that are the size of the embossing folders to another person. And they're going to, and we're going to, like we always do, a round robin. So you need to sign up by the 31st for that one because we're going to start shipping those on the 1st of next month. Sign-ups for the traveling journal and also on the last day of the month. And I'm going to be getting quarterly projects because they're going out next month. All kinds of stuff going on, guys. But we're going to be here doing all of our regular stuff, even our game on Sunday. I'm also going to be having a stamp sale probably sometime between now and our next sale so that it can all go in the same shipping because I hate doing extra shipping. It's not that I don't enjoy sitting here finding the right box and then deciding it's not the right box and getting a different box and putting it in that box and then going, no, I need the other box and getting the other box back and then just going, screw it, and putting it all in a bag and then going, no, that's not going to last. Let me double bag. It's not that I don't enjoy that part, because I really do. I enjoy it. The frustration is just, it's my high for the week. But I would rather send out one package than, 6 packages to each person. And I would like for that to, save you some money in shipping. So we're going to be doing acrylic stamps, and they're all brand new in the package. And some of them are stamps and dies. And I think the most expensive thing is probably going to be $3. So you might get a $20 stamp for $3, All right. Ooh, we have, maybe we'll use one of these. Forgot about those. All right. So I got a lot of stuff. I'm probably be working on some ephemera for the rest of the afternoon, because otherwise I have to clean up the mess on my desk, and I really don't want to. Because I'm lazy like that. No, I don't have to clean it up because we're going to be here tomorrow, so I don't have to clean this up. I could just leave it piled up over here on the desk, and it keeps Harry from annoying me. There we go. That's a good plan, right? I thought so. All right, ladies. So that is all we've got going on. Remember, if you put something in the group, please make sure that you reference what it's about, and you don't just drop links and stuff in there. Also, please don't advertise your sales and things in there. That's a no-no. Let me know, and I will put it in, okay? I don't want you to get in trouble. If I put it in, nobody can say anything, all right? And I've made exceptions, where I've allowed certain things for sale. But I don't like, I don't like the group being flooded with that. It's not really what it's for. The group is for decorations and our projects and sharing those things, not browbeating people into coming to your live sales or your D-stashes or, you guys know. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have. Listen, if you're new here and you haven't done so already, why not? Push the freaking button, people. It doesn't hurt. I swear. Unless you have some kind of shock device connected to your computer, or, you've got a screen on your phone that's trashed and you're just too lazy to go get a new screen. And so you get little, glass shards every time you push a button. But push the button. Subscribe. Hang around. Stick with me. It only gets better from here because I get weirder as the days go on. Let me see. What else? I think we have once again lost Chris. So that'll be that. And I'm going to be, I'll be here tomorrow morning, as I always am. If you'd like to take a look at my schedule, you can do that here on the YouTube channel or my Facebook group. You can find links to that down in the description. Just click on more and you get that Cyber Stalker Starter Kit, which gives you everything including telling you, when I'm on a trip, blah, 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 where I'm going. It gives you everything you need to know. All my socials, everything. You can stalk me. All right. Until I see you again, stay hydrated. Don't play in the rain right now. That's dangerous. But stay hydrated. Stay well. I love you, and I will see you later. Say goodbye to the nice ladies.
Bye, nice ladies.